Hello, everybody. I'm joined here by Dr. Phil, aka M21, Dan once again, and then obviously Miles. This is part three and the final part of this Dan drama. This Dan, me explaining everything. Yeah, I'm gonna let you take the stage.
Alright, so as we're gonna start off like in the beginning, alright? What y'all thought of each other, how this
Hey,
ended
you're
up, the
you're
drama,
you're
alright?
you're the host, man.
We're gonna. Alright, now, this isn't gonna stay private. We're gonna talk to each and every one of you.
You
You
got
all
your
are gonna
voice
be
on,
right
right, Em?
here. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Alright, Dan,
Yeah.
what do you think about Miles? And when
Uh,
you met him, and currently, what do you think of him?
well, I still think that he's an awesome dude and pretty chill, but I get on his nerves sometimes.
Alright. So that's when you met a man current. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. Now what do you think of Aaron when you met him and currently?
That he's a
And you
cool
have to
guy to
be
talk to.
honest.
Yeah, I'm being honest. He's a cool guy to talk to, but I sometimes annoy him when I don't mean to.
Is that all you want to say?
Yes.
There's nothing else.
Nothing else.
Alright, Miles, what do you think of you man when you met him and currently?
I mean, then I did think he was a chill dude and pretty cool, and he still is. It's just like he has complications, I guess I could say. I don't know. I don't know how to exactly explain it. It's just like he has his ups and his downs, his pros and his cons, in a way.
Which everybody has their pros and their cons.
Right.
Alright. Aaron, what do you think of him
Oh, you're not gonna
when
ask
you
Miles what
met
he thinks of me
him
about
and
now,
currently?
and then we're just gonna
Oh,
skip that.
alright.
Yeah, I was prepared for
I
that
mean,
question,
I thought
actually.
we. Alright, go. Okay. Okay. Go on. What do you think of when you met a man currently? He's percent.
One thing, you're lagging, but we understood what you said. Miles, go on.
Okay, great. Um, um, he's a cool dude. I'll say that. He could still be a pain in the
Okay.
ass, even then when I met him, and even now. Hey, don't feel down.
I'm not done.
He
Don't feel
wanted me to
down.
be
I'm
He
looking
honest.
down
wanted to have
laughing.
this Dr. Phil session.
Alright. Um,
Alright.
okay, I
Oh
think that's
shit.
my turn.
Okay. Well, damn.
Alright. Aaron, what do you think about Dan
So when I
currently
first met the
or
kid, he seemed like an
now?
innocent kid, right? And then we clicked, and it was like, hey, there's a new guy to hang out with. You know, he seems chill. Let me introduce him to my friends. We were all chill. And then now it's like it's a lot more complicated and a lot more drama and a lot more drama than he's ever done. I feel like a lot. I'm now like before he was like standing up for himself. Now he's more scared to do anything. You know.
Like he's
Yes.
like his lips are sealed tight almost,
Yep.
right?
So more like basically he doesn't want to say his opinion.
hmm
Basically,
Not anymore.
he
He
just
used to,
sucks up
but
to
yeah,
whatever anybody says.
pretty much.
Like I did with my
Okay.
friends, unfortunately.
All right. All right. So now we're gonna start off with the drama section of this. So I'm gonna ask them, and I'm gonna ask you what your brain was thinking about this drama.
Alright.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go with you because we've had a lot of drama with Dan. So,
So,
all right. What do you think about the drama from the past and currently?
I think Dan being the age he was when we first met, which what Dan, you're 19 now, so what about like
I'm
16
20
we
now.
met?
He's 20.
Okay, so we met around when he was 16, and he seemed a lot more mature and like when he tried the first drama, the very first drama, I didn't see Dan as the person that would, lie and try to start other shit because, he's more mature. I was just a kid and he was trying to do all this shit to me and I'm like, dude, the fuck. And now I see that like he doesn't have that mental capacity of being an adult, like a grown fucking adult. Like he doesn't have the mind of a 20-year-old. He has the mind of like a fucking maybe a 15-year-old, And it's like he's not all there because everyone's fucking with him and it starts to bleed into everybody's friend circles that he's in. So the shit over here fucks with Kaylee and them, and then Kaylee and them fuck with us, and then it's like it's a full circle. And I don't think Dan can, deal with that many people.
Alright. Anything else you want to add to that?
No, I'm good.
Alright, Miles, what's your opinion on all this drama?
As I said in the last video, if y'all watch that, if you don't watch that, I think this drama is ridiculous. It is stupid. It's probably the most stupidest drama I've ever witnessed or listened to, or something like that. Like, it's just ridiculous. That's all I can say.
Okay, for y'all questioning what that sign was gonna say, it was be 100% honest. But our server has issues processing what these signs say, and it doesn't like to register it, so...
Yeah, I blame the Avengers Tower.
I blame the creator, or the builder of the Avengers Tower. Alright,
Anyway.
so, Dan,
Yeah.
what were you processing when you first blackmailed the anime?
Well, in my head wasn't straight back then. So I guess in my head I'm like, this is okay to do, I guess. So I was just doing it.
But as how Aaron was saying that you were a bit more mature in that situation. A mature person wouldn't have blackmailed somebody. And then pull the dumb thing and say, whenever me and Aaron said that we don't give you consent to use our voices, you're like, oh, I can just edit it, make it seem like y'all gave consent.
Yeah, I don't know what was in my head back then.
Like, me and Aaron discovered that you weren't that mature, considering you would go up to that length just to blackmail us. Alright. And now, with all this drama that's happening now, what are you processing?
That I have to make an ultimate decision. It cannot be both. And I have to be with the people that I feel safe with. Which is kind of here. Well, really here. Because the other place, I don't feel like I can be myself. Or do whatever I want. Like, just chill and stuff.
Okay. Alright. I had something else to say. Alright, I got what I was gonna say. Alright, Dan, if we're all being honest here, Dan, you're pretty easy to manipulate.
True.
Insanely easy.
Yeah. And I'm not like saying like there's difficulty in manipulating you, but you're an easy guy to manipulate.
That is true.
He's easy prey, just like my dad.
Basically, yeah, you're an easy person that people can easily manipulate and take advantage of.
Yeah.
And when you don't say your opinion on this, it literally just they manipulate you, yet you can't say an opinion on what you're thinking about it, and it's just easily for them to manipulate you and corrupt your brain, basically.
Like, I'm gonna just say this is not for comedic purposes at all, but I'm just being real honest about this. If you were in the Disney world, basically every Disney villain could manipulate you easily. Very easily. That's not comedy. Trust me. I'm being dead serious.
And Dan, I don't think you like get I've never hated you, bro. Like, ever. Like, you
Me
can even
neither.
ask
I mean,
Miles and Trey, bro. Every time they thought you did something, I was right there defending you, saying, no, it can't be Dan, it can't be Dan, it can't be Dan. Dan want to do that, Dan want to, you know. Same with, like, the Miles Morales hate account that attacked Miles and all of us, right? Like, through that entire situation, Trey's and Miles kept on saying, it has to be you, it has to be you, and I was like, no. Dan want to do shit like this. There ain't no Dan want to do that. He wouldn't. He just became friends with Trey. He would not just risk that friendship for fucking nothing, you know. And again, you can ask Miles. Like I kept on defending you non-stop through that entire night for hours. Like it can't be Dan, bro.
Alright, let's be honest. That Miles hate account could have been anybody in the world. Everybody has their own opinion on what a character is, and if they support it or don't support it. So it literally could have or could have not been Dan. There's 7 billion people in this world. Many people don't like Miles Morales, and main reason is we all know what that main reason is.
Okay,
yeah, no,
so
we're
the
not gonna
only
talk
reason we
about
thought
that.
it was Dan, and I'm gonna explain this to Dan. So the account started off just naming names, wasn't really saying anything, and it named a lot of people in this friend group, this PlayStation friend group, named a lot of people, and then it started naming like Kaylee, Braden, and all them, and then it named Leon and Bree. If it was me, bro, it would have said I was playing Cold War, but it just said on PS4 I was playing Cold War, and it couldn't have been Trey because he was playing God of War. And it couldn't have been Miles because, I mean, Miles ain't gonna fucking message himself all this shit. And he was just naming shit that only 4 people in this friend group would know. Trey, me, Miles, and Dan. And that's why they kept on saying, hey, it's Dan, it's Dan. And I was like, no, Dan wouldn't address himself as, like, Daniel, Dan. He would address himself as Danny or, Dan. He wouldn't just address himself as Daniel. And I'm like, dude, he kept on saying Daniel. It can't be Dan. And they kept on saying it has to be because, again, there's only a few people that know us in this friend group, this PlayStation friend group, and people in the server, and Kaylee and Braden. There's only 4 of us. And, again,
The
I was
count
on
even
Cold
went as
War.
far as the.
Yeah.
You go ahead first. Sorry.
So I boiled it down. Hey, let's boil it down. So Dan, he's on PS5. The person's not on PS5. I don't think Dan's gonna break out his PS4. So that means there's only 3 people. I don't think it was Miles because he was on a game. And if you're playing a game on and you're logged into 2 accounts on the same PlayStation, it will tell you, hey, you're playing the same game but on the other account, right? So Miles was playing a game. Me and Trey were also playing games. And when the account was messaging Miles, I asked, "Hey, is it playing game? Can we like go see if it's Dan?" And I'll go check if Dan's playing game. He was like, "No, it just says online on PS4." And I'm like, "Oh, so he's not playing game? He's just sitting there." And so yeah, that like boiled down to Dan because again, and he named what 3 people from the server. Bree, who was the first person Trey introduced Dan to from the server, and then Leon, one of the second people Dan ever met from the server for a Miss Marvel RP. And then he named a Syro, which we talk about a Syro all the time, so it really could have been anybody from here. But what it really cemented it in there for Trey and Miles is that those were the 2 people Dan knew from the server. He didn't really know anybody else.
And then it went as far as to mention Haley, and I was like, what the fuck?
What?
Didn't he also name somebody else from the server? It was like Jamal or Zach. It was
Yep,
one
Jamal.
of these.
It was definitely Jamal. I think Jamal was definitely one of. Alright, who is laughing?
But
God
Dan,
damn it.
you see what I mean? It was kind of hard to say, hey, it wasn't you, but at the same time, through that entire situation, I was defending you, I was doing it.
We're gonna go to commercials.
It's like,
commercial?
that's
Ryan's on the
why.
party, so we're going to commercial.
No, it's fine. I'm just gonna mute them so they can't talk to me. So,
Okay.
it's like, yeah. But yeah, go on, M. You're the host.
Alright. So, Dan, why, after the whole situation that Kaylee said that your dad, quotations on that, wouldn't have wanted you to hang out with Aaron or whoever else it was. Why would
Well-
you still stick with her after she uses that excuse?
I don't know. It's just her way of pulling people in. And when I
Another
told
thing,
my
another
mom,
thing, another thing.
yeah,
Can you tell us how she worded it? Because when you told us, it sounded really off. It didn't sounded like your own
Give it with
father's.
details and context, so that
Please.
we
Okay.
could know the full story on that.
all right, I'm gonna say it like how she said it to me. You ready?
Okay.
Yep.
So this was me. I'm like, I'm gonna do a call with Trey and Aaron to try to fix the situation. This is her. No, Danny, there's been something that I have to tell you for a while now. You won't believe me, but basically, um, basically, I can talk to dead people, and your father's been talking to me for like years before I met you. And I'm like, really? And she's like, yeah, and your father hates them. Hates them all. Except for me, Braden, and Xavier. So you have to stay away from them. Your father wants that. And I'm like, I don't
What?
know.
Okay. So, just the 4 people that you hang out with, right?
Yeah, just you four.
Just the people that you hang out with, those are the ones that you're not allowed to play with. Yet, Braden,
Mm,
Kaylee, and Xavier, Braden talks mad shit about you sometimes.
mm.
And if your dad actually spoke with Kaylee, Braden would have been with the people that you shouldn't speak to.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And another thing, dead, dead parents, dead family members is a line that nobody should cross. Aaron, what would you do if someone was like,
I
your
said in the
mom
last
doesn't want you to
video,
hang out with Miles?
um, I have something similar going on. So my dad's girlfriend, she like met my mom like twice, and she likes to bring out my mom, and this is what my mom would want me to do. And I'm like, dude, like you only met my mom twice. How the fuck do you know what my mom would want from me? How the fuck do you know she would want me to forgive my uncle? How the fuck would you know this shit? I don't give a fuck who the fuck you think you are. But you're not my mom. You're not gonna be my fucking mom. You can date my dad all you fucking want, but you're not gonna try to put shit in my head. You ain't doing it. And she hasn't tried doing it to me, but she keeps doing it to Ryan and gets in Ryan's head and fucks with him, and that's why he's pissed a lot. Is because that's what people do over there. They like to say, oh, your mom would want this, your mom would want to forgive this person and forgive this person. And the main one that really fucking hurt me that I knew wouldn't be fucking true, your mom would want you to forgive Uncle Tom. My uncle abused and hit my mom nonstop almost every day. The same way he did me. You really think my mom would want me to forgive my Uncle Tom when he's still doing the same shit to my brother? Fuck no! Like, and getting my dad hooked on all these drugs? Yeah, okay. Yeah. She wants me to
Alright.
forgive my uncle, yeah,
Your grandparents knew your mom, right?
huh? No, not really.
No, like they had a semi-connection, like
No.
sometimes talk.
Well, not really, no.
Anyone that you know that actually knew your mom in like a personal level?
One person, but they're now on like a whole bunch of drugs, so I don't talk to them anymore. That it was my mom's best friend who also was named Jennifer, but she got a whole bunch of drugs, and I don't talk to her no more.
Yet, if she got out of the whole drug cycle, and she told you, "Hey, your mom would have wanted you to forgive this certain person. Like he was nice to you, everything. He just fucked up once. All right, for example." And would you take her word on that?
Probably most likely because they knew my mom a lot better. Because again,
Yeah, like,
this person,
yeah.
they knew my mom when they like the person was 16 and my mom was like 20 something, and my mom was the babysitter, and they just became friends over years and years and years, and they've been friends for like 20 something years before I was even born. And so yeah, I probably would.
Yeah, there you go. And then, alright. Out of anybody that you know that you had a personal connection to, or someone that actually knew your dad, would have been Xavier, right?
Yeah, or my mom.
or your mom, yeah. So any of those two people could have said that. Kaylee doesn't know your mom, for what we know, right?
She
Not
knows my
your mom,
mom now.
your mom and your dad. Whatever. Yeah. She doesn't know your dad, right?
No, she never actually talked to him when he was alive.
Yet, and she didn't know you or your dad, right?
No, she never even
And,
met me yet. And yesterday,
alright.
she claimed to know me before 2020, but I only met her in 2020, so I don't get that.
Then would how would you speak with a dead person that you don't even know? Why would you have communications with a dead person that not related to you, is not related to any of your friends?
And
Why would
is literally
you legit?
practically like what 10 different states away. She's from
Yeah,
Michigan and he's from New Jersey.
legitimately. Why would you speak to a dead person that you don't even know?
Yeah, exactly.
And on the other hand, too, Trey and Aaron wanted to help you break free from hanging out with Kaylee because using your dad as a reason that you shouldn't hang out with him is a level that I wouldn't accept.
Me neither.
I wouldn't hang out with Kaylee. I would literally be like, all right, you crossed the line, and I'm sorry. We're friends and all, but I wouldn't tolerate that, and I'm sorry. We can't be friends anymore.
And then you wanna know what was going through my head when like Trey told me that? It wasn't,
Yeah.
hey, we gotta help Dan because, I gotta get Dan away from her because I've told him before. It was, hey, maybe he shouldn't be in that situation, Me being semi in a similar situation, I don't think Dan can survive, and I gotta put all this drama behind us to help my fucking friend because he doesn't need to be in that type of situation. And yeah, and then that's why I was also gonna join the call with you and Kaylee and whoever joined, with me and Trey, and because I honestly just wanted to help you because I was like, dude, Dan doesn't deserve this shit. After everything he's done, he still don't deserve that shit.
Cause that's a whole level you don't cross.
Yeah.
It really isn't.
If it was someone personal to you, like your mom or anybody related to your family that actually knew your dad for a long time, if they said it, hey, take their advice. They knew your dad, and that way they knew him. They would know what your dad would have wanted you to do. So, shit, I would have taken their advice. Yet a girl that quote unquote speaks to dead people. Seems like if that's true, she has many problems mentally, and back to her whole stupid shit that she got accepted into these good colleges. Bullshit. They every college requires a medical records from you that if you have problems, ADHD, autism, anything like that, if you got like bipolar, you're
Or if you've been in the
schizophrenic, something like
hospital
that.
for trying to commit suicide more than once, like
Yeah.
she's claimed, they're gonna look at that and not accept her because they're gonna think, hey, you're not all there in the head. We can't accept you and have you be around other people and try to,
Er,
do shit with them.
they would let you if you were strongly on medication,
Yes.
but it doesn't seem like she is on medication. Because this, it's either this girl has, what's it called? What is that one disease that,
I
or
honestly
that
think she has
condition
bipolar.
that multiple personalities, bipolar? It's between
Hmm.
bipolar and schizophrenic, one of those two.
It's bipolar, definitely.
Bipolar is when you have like weird, your attitude switches, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I think
My mom
schizophrenic
actually had
is
it.
when
That's
you
the only
hear
reason I looked
voices.
into it. It's because my mom had bipolar and everyone thinks I have bipolar and shit.
Wait, I'm trying to see what this is. Alright, schizophrenia, a disorder that affects personal abilities to think, feel, and behave clearly. Schizophrenia didn't give me what I wanted to. No. Okay. Alright, so they wouldn't allow this girl to actually go to their colleges unless she's highly on some strong medication that would control her.
A disorder associated with episodes of mood swings ranging from depressive lows and manic highs. So their mood can change just like that from anything.
From happy to sad.
Within just like 2 seconds.
Anger.
And like that's what people think I have, and that's what my mom had. And that's why a lot of people think I have it, is because I act a lot like her.
Sometimes I feel like you're bipolar sometimes, Aaron. Some reason.
I've already been checked. The only thing I got is anger issues. I ain't got nothing else.
No, cause like sometimes your attitudes literally change. Like for instance, you know what? Let's have this talk off video because this is about Dan. Okay, yeah, schizophrenia it's very common with hearing voices. So she's probably schizophrenic and bipolar. Who knows? But like, if she's getting accepted into these great colleges, they would see a medical record of her. Everything that she's done, grades-wise, medical records-wise, suicide-wise, they would judge on whether they would accept her or not, and debate whether she is on medications or she's not on medication. And this would lead to having a conversation with her and talking with the parent. Because the schools look into having people that are normal, that don't deal with this issue. Like, if they deal with suicide, understandable, they would require you to go to therapy and, like, have, like, like, for example, like, once a month, have a whole list of what they talked about, like, at the therapist. Then it would make sense for her to actually go, but with her problem, what it seems like, she doesn't seem like she's medicated. Yet this has to be bullshit that she is actually going to good colleges. Who knows? Maybe she is. Maybe she isn't. It's just that doesn't make sense. With all these problems she's had, just doesn't make any sense. And pretty stupid on her part. So, you want to add anything to what I just said, Aaron?
I do have one question for Dan.
Go
Yes.
on.
After you're done talking with us today, what are you gonna do? Like, seriously, what are you planning to do?
Hang out with my bestie, Katie.
No.
I'm being honest, Dan. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna try to talk to Xavier and tell him everything she's been doing. Because I already deleted Snapchat and I feel better and safer with y'all. Because you want to know what happened yesterday? I did a test yesterday. And the test was, she was asking, why are you so sad? And I'm like, none of your business. I just need some people to play with on the game. And she's like, oh, I don't have a game. And you know that. But it's okay. You're still here with us. And I'm like, oh, okay. And she just doesn't care about how I feel. Because and then when I'm, yeah.
Go on. No, you were talking.
Oh. And then when I keep, like, trying to do whatever, like, when I'm actually happy and I'm trying to talk to Brayden, she mutes her mic, messages me, she's like, oh, I feel like dying. I'm unneeded. I'm just gonna leave the call. No one's gonna need me anyway. And then that gets me in a sad mood. I'm not supposed to be sad. Because it's bad for me.
And about the whole no online friends thing. So when I don't, like, y'all are at work or y'all aren't here and y'all are busy or something, I do have one real life friend that Miles met just yesterday. Eliana, I really do like her. She's known this since 2020, since we met. And we clicked, and we've been friends for obviously about 2 years now. And so Um, a lot of the times I'll just play the game and talk to her, and she'll ask me questions about my game, and we'll just be talking, and we'll just talk about random shit. And we're actually gonna go see the new Black Panther movie together, hopefully. And yeah. And it's like you don't need online friends to keep you, thing. It's just you need the right type of friends to hold a conversation with, even outside the game.
Yeah.
And Eliana is one of those people for me where I'm like, hey, me and her click. We have a lot of same, opinions on shit. I mean, you know how I'm not really religious, and so I said I didn't want to go to church the other day, and she was like, huh, not really religious either. I'm like, oh, I thought you'd be the religious type, and she was like, no, not really. And yeah, we talked a lot, and I mean, yeah, you just gotta find like somebody you can talk to besides that isn't online, somebody you can go hang out with. For example, like Ashley. Like I've never had any problems with Ashley. It's just like if she's like cool and like she can go hang out, like go try and hang out with her. If you're like bored and you ain't got nothing to do online, just go hang out and hang out with Ashley, or hell, even Xavier if he's free. Or find somebody else to go hang out with.
Yeah, I have a few
Wait,
people.
no.
I have like 4 of them.
Gave $1,000 to the black guy and then he left. Damn. Anyway,
I felt that.
so we're actually gonna end the
'cause his
video.
brother
Blame him.
got on.
Yeah,
So
blame
we're
him.
actually gonna start with M21. M21, what are your final thoughts on this situation?
I think what I told you, Dan. If you don't want to be friends with Ann or friends with Trey, just stop trying to cause this drama. Just stop trying to have anything in contact with him. If you want to play with us and you're tired of being friends with Kaylee, just speak with her or have someone there and just tell her, I'm tired of speaking with you because all you're doing, you're manipulating me and I don't like what you're doing with me.
And Dan,
Cause dude, no,
Okay, you're
cause
settled.
dude, just blocking people with no exact reason on why you're blocking is kind of stupid.
It is.
Like, why did he block me? He's confused on why you blocked him because you didn't give any context on why you blocked him. Like, heck, if I'm gonna block Aaron, like, one time when I unfriended him, I was like, because I got pissed because every time I joined the party, it was like, just to leave, so I left and I just messaged him and was like, alright, and, alright, I'm just gonna unfriend you because I can't join the party anymore. I gave him context on why I'm unfriending him. And we had a talk on Instagram. But
well,
like, give context.
I was
on
playing
why.
Minecraft.
so what my opinion on what M said, yes, that does work in like situations like me and him, we've been friends for years. But when it's something this big where they're like quote unquote talking to your dead dad, right? It's like that's a big enough reason, they know they crossed the line. You cannot tell me Kaylee does not know she crossed the fucking line. You can't tell me.
She
No matter
knows.
how insane that bitch is, she knows she crossed the line with you. And
She told me something.
What'd you tell me?
She's like,
She told him.
Danny, if you ever go back to them, like, he'll be this.
And it's like, it depends on the situation. But in this situation, I don't think you should give Kaylee a chance and express yourself and say, hey, I'm blocking you because of this and this. She's going to deny all of it. You try to get your mom to talk to her or somebody else to talk to her. She's going to deny all of it, make you seem like you're lying again, and everyone's going to believe it because of the amount of times you have lied. And it's like, it's not... So, in my personal opinion, if you really do want to get rid of her and block her, just go ahead, block her right now, or do it whenever, right? And don't give her any reason. But if it was something like me and you, we got into a fight because something, or you and M got into a fight, or me and M, like, obviously, give the other person a reason, hey, I'm gonna block you, blah, 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 blah. But if they cross this big of a line, and I'm telling you, Kaylee knows she crossed the line, just block her. Because she's fucking with you, and you don't need to talk to her any longer. And that's my opinion on this situation. Miles, your opinion.
Sorry, hang on. I'm sorry. I'm eating.
Got that dick in his mouth.
No.
You eating chicken?
Yeah, I'm eating chicken. Fuck off. It's not fried.
It's still
I heard in the background. All right. Anyway, Miles, your opinion.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We can talk about it as soon as the recording ends. Your opinion.
Okay. What she did to you was just fucked up. I'm just saying that was totally uncalled for. And she definitely crossed the line.
Alright, Dan, is there anything you would like to say to anybody out there? Just get it off your mind right now. To me, Miles, M, Kaylee, anybody. Your mom.
Well, the thing is, I'm done. I'm gonna be the way I used to be by defending myself and not taking any crap from no one, like her.
Dude,
So I
you're
don't want to
20,
talk to her.
man, dude. You're supposed to stand up for your battles, man. Speak
Yeah.
up. You have a voice for a reason. You're
True.
supposed to speak up. Be a man. Like, you can't spend your whole life letting your mom fight your battles.
And
Or like, have Aaron fight your battles.
my brother, I've told you before, Dan, my brother, he's almost 18. 4 days and he's 18. And he doesn't listen. And I feel like that's what you're turning into, but you still had your dad there to tell you what to do. Ryan has had nobody, and I feel like down the end, you're going to end up just like Ryan. I already see similarities between you and Ryan. You guys are very similar. The only thing you guys aren't similar is Ryan will do it. He will do whatever the fuck he says he's going to do. Like, if he's going to stab you, if he says he's going to stab you, he's probably most likely going to try to stab you. If he's going to throw you in a fire, he's going to try to throw you in a fire. If he's going to crash your car, he's going to crash your car, you know? You have enough sense because of your dad and your mom. They were there for you, and you're like, hey, you know, maybe that's wrong. Maybe I shouldn't do that. But at the same time, I feel like your dad taught you enough not to blackmail kids, right? And you still did that anyway. And it's like, it wasn't like a big blackmail, like shit that's illegal where I can take you to court, because it was just recordings, you know, you can't really get me, I can't really get you for that. But still, that's still on a level of blackmail. And it's like, I'm a kid, you're almost an adult, you were what, 16 at that time? And it was like,
Yeah.
it was crazy to me that that's why I was mostly pissed, and that's why I got pissed on my aunt's boyfriend. You can ask, I'll tell you about it later, but you can ask Miles and M right now, dude. Like, I was pissed, mostly pissed, because he's a grown man. He was a grown man coming at little kids with a fucking knife. And it's like, it's very similar situation, because you went at kids with blackmailing, you still lie about me, and I'm still a kid, dude. I just turned 16, and you're 20, dude. And in my opinion, you need to reflect and be like, I'm going to tell my brother the same thing when I go out there. You need to grow the fuck up, okay? Don't let anybody tell you what the fuck to do. I told you this before. Do what you want. The only people that can really tell you what the fuck to do is your mom and dad. Your dad is no longer with us. R.I.P. Lewis. Great guy. Your mom. You need to listen to your fucking mom no matter fucking what. But your friends, if they try to tell you what to do, you can consider it, and maybe it'll be a suggestion, but you don't have to listen to them. The only two people you gotta listen to right now in your life is your mom and yourself. That's it. Don't take nobody's shit, bro. You think I take people's shit? Hell no. That's why I almost got stabbed twice. It's because I wasn't taking their shit. They were fucking grown-ass men, and I wasn't taking their shit, dude. I wasn't taking it. So I was like, you know, fuck you guys. And they wanted to come at me with knives and shit. And it's just like, obviously it's not going to be an extreme where you're going to get fucking stabbed. I was fucking Lee. But still, you know, you need to stand up for yourself. You can't quit. Like, obviously you're not going to, you know, stand up for yourself no matter what. Obviously you're still going to need help. But still, like little tiny things like, hey Dan, like what would if I came up to you, hey Dan, get on your fucking knees and suck my dick, and I was being dead ass. What would you do?
I'll be like, no.
No.
Get away.
And then you try to walk away or try to run the fuck away, right?
Yeah?
See, that's what you gotta do. It's the small things, you know? You gotta stick up for yourself. You gotta quit being everybody's bitch, bro. Deadass, you gotta quit being everybody's bitch. And The more you're everybody's bitch, that's gonna be your way of life. You're gonna listen to every fucking body. And you might not like it, but we don't know that because you don't say it. And honestly, you just need to grow up, man. You're 20, you're older than my brother, and my cousin, he's 21, and he's a fucking, you talked to my cousin, dude. He's a fucking adult. He actually is in Tennessee now. He quit his job because he almost got ran the fuck over, and they didn't give two fucks about him. But he's in Tennessee doing a new job, making shit tons of money, dude. And you could also do that. Like, you gotta think about your future, you know? Like, Ian, I was talking to one of my workers, Ian, at this boys group, and he told me, like, you gotta think about your future. You gotta think about you. Like, fuck everybody else except your mom and your dad, and you gotta think about you, you know? And yeah, that's what I'm gonna tell you. Think about you. Don't be thinking about what I think or Kaylee thinks or anything. Think about you, and if you come to a decision, talk with your mom about it, right? And then get down to what's best for both of your family, right? And then what's best for you, and then do it. And honestly, your mom said block her, right?
Yeah, she said to cut her off.
What do you want to do?
Cut her off.
Cut her off, then.
Do it then.
That's exactly what you got to do, then. Cut her off. And no going back to her, either. Cut her off. Because again, Kaylee's your friend, dude. This is going to be hard for me for when I'm cutting off my dad and brother. Because I'm not going to fucking talk to them at all. I'm not going to go help them if they're about to get jumped. I'm just going to laugh and sit the fuck back. Because they both need to grow the fuck up. Both of them.
You're not actually going to laugh at that, though, right?
No, but I won't worry about it. I won't care as much. Because they both need to grow the fuck up. Ryan and my dad both need to grow the fuck up. Ryan is almost 18, he acts like he's 6, dude. And fucking my dad, he's fucking almost 43. I know they don't have the mental capacity to understand this shit. But at the same time, it's just common sense. Hey, you should fucking behave and be respectful. My dad, he's behaving and be respectful. It's just, he's not clicking it together. He's not being a dad anymore. And Ryan, he's not respectful anymore. He used to be still respectful, and I'm about to just cut them the fuck off so they both understand. I'm done with your shit. I'm not gonna fucking be like everybody else in your life and come back a couple days later, oh, hey guys, how you been, you know? I'm gonna cut them the fuck off out of my life until they shape the fuck up. And I think that's what Dan should do. He should just cut her off. If that's what his mom and he wants to do, cut her the fuck off. Don't give her no reasoning like Em said. Because she knows she crossed the line, guarantee it. She knows she crossed the line. So just cut her the fuck off. But yeah, it's been your boy Aaron the Nerd. Go subscribe to this guy, Negative Virgo YT. That's actually his YouTube name. Danarchy is this guy. Yeah. Anyway, and then go subscribe to M21 Gamer. He helped us with this entire situation to keep my cool and stuff. Yeah. Peace.